Hey everybody, my name's Carol and I'm here with the Qest4 today, and I'm really excited to introduce to you a new offer, a new product service that you can use so unbelievably easy and so affordable. It's crazy. So let me get to it. So for those of you who haven't ever seen the Quest, I'm going to share my screen so that you can see. It's still a biofeedback system, and it is called Meridian Stress Analysis. So basically, when I'm going to run a scan for myself, and I'm going to create my own homeopathic imprint from it. And when you run a scan on Quest, you're really looking for, let me grab this. There we go. You can hear it. If I grow tight, relax. So while this is running, I'm going to explain a few different things. Turn the volume down there. Very good. So first thing is this can be run remotely, the same as the other biofeedback system. The principles are the same and apply. So if you haven't seen the focus session and running a remote session using our quantum biofeedback, that hardware is the QXCD, the Eductor, and the Indigo. We've had Skios, I've had 4 Indigos, right? We have different hardware, but the software is the same, Omnis software. This system, called the Qest4, earlier versions were called the Asira, but we've had this since 2017. So I can't believe that this is our 9th year with this fabulous technology. Okay, so what it's doing on the right-hand side of the screen, you can see that it's checking for different signatures, different categories. One of those being meridians, emotions, metabolism, genetic predispositions. So I set this at a comprehensive, it's called a comprehensive scan and an informational scan, and also some food signatures, because that's something I'd been aware of in the past of having some food sensitivities. So I just want to see that I'm on track and see if there's anything that I need to bring in or avoid. So the left-hand upper corner here shows an amplification. So the amplification is a really interesting piece. It's like a bullseye. So 1, 2 out here, 1, 2, 3, and it goes all the way to 15. So 15 would be a really deep pivotal issue. So this is a 4, which isn't surprising because I'm running an information scan and a few things that are kind of surface. If something shows up for me, then I will run a more detailed scan. So I could run the whole endocrine system or the whole immune system. So here's the thing. It's really great when we have these two different biofeedback systems because they're brother and sister. It's real, and they get along, not like all brothers and sisters. I have 6 brothers. It doesn't always happen that way. So what happens is we get this wonderful overview. So if you haven't watched the video on the quantum biofeedback, watch that because you'll see the risk and you'll see the different organs and you can see how we can get a picture of what's going on overall. Is it an endocrine issue? Is it an immune system issue? Is it an emotional issue? Even a spiritual issue? So once we have an idea of what's going on overall, then on here we can dig a little bit deeper. So I'm going to just watch and see what shows up for me. This system also, just like the other system, our other quantum biofeedback, is based in homeopathy. So you don't have to worry that anything in homeopathy will interfere with your medications. It doesn't. It can't. It doesn't work that way. Same with any herbs that you might not want to combine with. That doesn't apply in homeopathy. So it's one of the reasons I'm so passionate about it. It's microdosed just for you, set up just for you, and you don't have to choose between this and something else. It's not it's not a choice that you have to force yourself to make. It's complementary. It complements everything. And the only times that I've had people show up with an issue is every once in a while we'll have somebody that'll be sensitive to alcohol. So a lot of our liquids, I didn't bring one up here, but a lot of our liquid homeopathics have a FDA required them to put some alcohol in there. And then these are homeopathic blanks. They're small lactase pellets. So if you have a severe, I mean, really severe dairy allergy, then this might not be the best thing for you. So I just wanted to give you a heads up on that. So for me, these were great. And they never leak. My 2-year-old grandson could eat the whole bottle. It wouldn't hurt him. And it's not going to cause him any harm. It's looking for an interaction between what it picks up specifically for you and then how to send that correcting frequency. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what it found for me. So I'm going to just put this in alphabetical order here. So individual dilutions is my imprint. So I imprint it up here, and then it's 3 minutes. I can't think without a pen in my hand. There we go. And then I also did a baseline. So it's a pre-test and a post-test. So a pre-test is what's going on right now. And then after we run the scan and balance all those things, is there anything left over that we need some extra work on? So for me, there was quite a few things on the pre-test. Really, almost everything except for the small intestine, everything else was there's thymus, but really everything else is endocrine. So adrenals and thyroid. And so I'm going to type in, because it's asking me to do a further search, I'm going to check for what are my reactions to those particular components in terms of thyroid. So it'll pull up emotions related. It'll pick up some frequencies, some specific hertz frequencies that would benefit my thyroid. I might write those down and go use the GB4000 and imprint that. So thyroid here, it'll give me a description. A deep sense of frustration or anxiety. Yeah, so when you're making lots of decisions, I've had to make a lot of decisions for my family, extended family, my mom lately. Yeah, and there's other people in play, so it doesn't always go smooth. So yeah, some frustration, that makes sense to me. And so the microstructure within the thyroid, and it will give me an example of what that is, which is really, really interesting to me. Let's see if there was anything else. So I'm going to check to the dilution on my thyroid components. Okay, so in the world of Roman numerals, V is a 5, X is 10, and then it goes further and further diluted from there, becomes a pattern or an emotion or even just a genetic and ancestral predisposition. So on here, I'm looking for dilutions that are more in the V or X realm in terms of what's the kind of the more dense reactions as opposed to the opposite airy versions. So grass, yes, it's January in Montana, and we have grass pollen floating around because it's been super warm. I don't normally have a lot of grass sensitivities, but I'm not surprised as I clear my throat. I'm not surprised that grass shows up in January, Montana this year. And then soy milk. I haven't had any soy milk that I know of, but sometimes when you eat out, we ate out yesterday, so sometimes things slip in. I'll keep an eye on that. So nylon is a fabric that's not great for me right now. This is a detoxing for radiation. I've done a lot of traveling over the holidays. So I've been working on this radiation. This is doctor recommends radiation homeopathic, and I might just have that at home. Next test needed is a breast scan. I'm going to scare you the gory details on that. I won't bother you. But, and then associated vertebrae would be tooth number 26, and then the vertebrae that goes with that. Nuts and seeds. I don't eat a lot of Brazil nuts, but it's possible because I do eat some trail mixes. Thyroid, right? And then thiamine would be good for me. Cucumber, possible food sensitivity. And I love cucumbers and I've had a lot of them. So I'm going to take a break from that for a little bit and then I'll reintroduce it later and really carefully. So this is a hertz, 10,000 hertz would be good for me. And my thyroid is functioning at 60%, so I've got some work to do. Grains is a possible sensitivity. Basil, which makes me sad because I've had a lot of it lately, but I maybe pushed the limit. Oats, histamine, dates, carrots. So those are some things that I'm gonna just those are on the food list. I don't eat a lot of turnips, and so that's not hard to get rid of, but I'm gonna eat my celery and beets instead of my cucumbers and carrots and basil. So those just a good heads up for me to know those things. Now I get to imprint it. So the first thing that we do is take a homeopathic blank, and I can start it here by erasing the memory. Okay, so I'm going to erase this memory, and then I'm going to imprint this for 3 minutes. So if I'm here in person, I can put my hand on the Quest. This is the device. So I can put my hand on the Quest and I can hold the homeopathic down at the same time. So I may imprint both of me. Now, if you're not here, we would just put the homeopathic on the tray and imprint the homeopathic. So the nice thing about this is that and I just ran one scan, right? So typically we run 2, 3, maybe 4 scans. So I would run my whole endocrine system. I'd run adrenals, run thyroid, pineal, pituitary, hypothalamus. That's my command center that controls the thyroid. And then I'm going to look at any other factors that come into play. Now, also, if I had my sheet right next to me from my last quantum biofeedback, amoeba's a risk. So I could search for amoeba and run an immune boost for myself. I can search for virus. And actually, I think I will pause. I'm going to stop the share for just a second. We got 120 seconds to go. And I'm going to pause the recording because I am going to run an immune immune stimulation scan, so that you can see what that looks like. It's amazing. So pause.
In progress.
Okay, so I'm going to make sure that I'm still sharing my screen. So you can see here that this signature transfer is complete, and that's going to finish that scan. So my next scan, I'm going to click on a new test, and I'm going to choose issues that were related before. So I'm going to do adrenals. It said to do breast next. So I'm just going to do what I'm supposed to do here. This is my session. I'm just recording it. And then let's see, I want to do hypothalamus. And I'm going to do thymus and spleen. So in this one, I've overlapped a little bit with the endocrine system and the immune system, partly because I just want you to see what is on this list, which is amazing. So if it's arteries, veins, it will scan literally every single bone in your body. It's a very long scan. Brain, eyes, ears, all the joints are on here. Your whole digestive tract is on here. Let's see, large and small intestine showed up on one of the things that cleared but still showed up on my baseline. So I'm going to add it in. And and then um you can scan for all different types of Bach flowers and Alzheimer's and autism, and it's basically looking at what frequencies, what energy, what meridians, what supplements, what can we find for you? What's going to react for you when we run any of these scans? So I'm going to run the Bach flowers. I love that. We have a toxin screen, and then we have, pH, biological age, toxin screens, toxic burden. Okay, so I already did baseline. I'm not going to do it again. I'm going to run this test, and and then I'm going to search for a couple of different pathogens so that you can see. So that you can see what shows up. To me, this is fascinating. So when I scan for thyroid, there's all the thyroid hormones. And if you look at the tab to the right versus different signatures, and then it will go through this list that was all the different layers of the hypothalamus gland, which controls your autonomic nervous system and your endocrine system. So it's huge. So I tend to run hypothalamus a lot because I want it to be super happy. And and as we walk through this, I did a quick scan for small and large intestine. And then it's like, okay, what could possibly go wrong with small and large intestine? What could possibly go wrong with hypothalamus? So that's what you're seeing over on the right. Is it amoeba? Is it giardia? Is it gas? Is it indigestion? Right? Is it degenerative tissue? Is it unhealthy tissue? So what are we looking for over here, and what reacts? What's in your normal range? So while this is running, let me explain the reaction. Okay. When you are holding this, you are measuring let me hold it this way so you can see. You're measuring the left side, this conduction in your hand, to the right side. And if it goes through too fast, it'll show up in red. If it goes through too slow, it'll show up in yellow. So this is based on meridians, which is acupuncture medicine. So yellow would be yin or weak or soft or quiet, female. If it was yang in the red, fire, fast, inflammation, hot, male, right? It's that busy energy. So it's a yin and yang. It's a come and go. We all have a lot of both of it going on in our lives. So we're just watching to see what might be irritating for the body and what might be weakening for the body, or what's too fast, what's too slow. What does your body need in order to come back into an energetic balance, just like we do with the other biofeedback system, where we're bringing you into an energetic balance all the time. So that's what this is doing, is it's customizing these very specific dose, dilutions. It's not a dosage, it's a dilution. So these very specific homeopathic dilutions, how much stimulation does your thymus or your lymph or anything like that need? Now, because I put in most of my immune system, I want to add. So if there's something I want to add, I can just add it. So I typed in lymph, and you can see it's looking at different Hertz frequencies, different canals, different glands, and checking to see what I might need. Okay, so once that's done, now when I ran my last biofeedback, amoeba showed up strong because it's warm and lovely, and I've been out playing in the creeks and all the things. And so we can scan for whatever we feel like would be relevant. So one of the things I've seen going around lately and showed up also for me, so we can type in virus, we could type in bacteria. Rickettsia is halfway between the two. So it's bigger than a virus, smaller than a bacteria. And then the other one is protozoa. So that showed up as a possible exposure for me too. But this system will scan for 66,000 different things, but you kind of need to know what you're looking for. And so with running the other biofeedback first and then running this one secondary, now we know what we're looking for. Now we know what to dig into. Okay. So that initially came up as I need to change my imprint option. There's 3 different options, and it just tells you your body chooses what is the most important. So mine came out multi-cord, and it's going to imprint. I'm not erasing this time because I already have an imprint, so I just want to imprint more. So this is going to imprint all of these signatures. Check it out. All of this plus the last scan is all going into here. So that's like, what is this, 95 plus different signatures that are loaded in here, plus the last scan. And so you can really get a lot. For us to make a customized homeopathic using this system is just $15. So it's really, really, really affordable, which I love for you guys. I love for all of us. Why spend time and money on things that are super expensive and may not even fit for you? So just reading an article about the latest craze in a nutritional supplement is like, well, you might not need black cumin seed. You might not need grapeseed extract. You might not need some of the things that they sell that are really expensive for 60, 90 plus, lots of money. So I really, I love how affordable this is for you. I love how customized it is for you. And I love the way that we're able to create this. Now, Bio-on-the-Go is a system, a program or a subscription, I should say, that we've created. So basically, if you've already had a biofeedback session or the regular quantum biofeedback with the QXCD or anything on the Omnis software, we kind of have that big picture already. So if you haven't done that, do that first. Even if it's just a focus session, a 1-hour session, just so we can get an idea of what systems and organs, what are those stressors that are surrounding your issues. And then you can subscribe to Bio-on-the-Go. So Bio-on-the-Go is an automatic. Every 3 weeks, we're just going to run you. So you can be here in person if you want to. We love that. That's great. They're usually about 40-minute sessions, sometimes up to an hour. The ones that are longer than that are because we sit and talk way too much. So, so this is going to be, whether you're here or not, we would run exactly the same, and we're going to imprint a homeopathic for you. So you could be living your life and your homeopathic every 3 weeks is just going to show up in the mail. So you've been run. It's best, just like the other biofeedback, if you're not driving around, if you're not on an airplane. So if you have something like that, it's better. It's really important to let us know so we can reschedule you. Otherwise, we're just going to run your scan and we're just going to imprint your personalized homeopathic and we're going to ship it off to you every 3 weeks. So you're getting this update, this tune-up every single 3 weeks. And you don't have to sit and, our biofeedbacks, we had people say, oh, I can't sit that long. It's too long. It's 2 hours. Other people, we can't hardly get them out the door. in 2 hours. So, we wanted something that fit that busier person and wanted to be able to support you in your very busy lifestyle with a product that's customized just like everything else we do, but something that you could just have. And so we're just going to ship it to you every 3 weeks. If you want to do a remote session and then just stop by on your way home from work or something, you can sure do that. Just let us know the day before. And otherwise, whether you're here, whether you're out of state, out of country, we can just ship it to you and you're still going to get your own personalized um, remedy that is all just ready for you. And it's just going to happen every 3 weeks. So it might take a week to get to you, but then you're still going to have two, possibly 2.5 weeks to balance out. So you just get this continuous update all the time, every 3 weeks. Okay, so cost, important. So every 3 weeks is 17 sessions in a year, which would normally be a little over $1,900. With this system, with this subscription where you just pay automatically just $150 a month, and you're going to get 17 biofeedback sessions. So it is really with your homeopathic, and that includes shipping. So we're really excited to be able to offer this for you. Okay, so we have rocket launch countdown here, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You can see in the right lower corner that it's counting down for me. Okay, so here on the matrix, you can see that the list. So it did pick up some really strong lymph stasis. So if I hadn't typed in lymph, it wouldn't have found it. It didn't show that on my first screen, which is why we need to know you just a little bit more. I love the Quest all by itself. I've used it, but I love it even more when we use it in tandem with the other device. If you feel like you want to throw in a focus session or a regular biofeedback, some of our clients bounce between these two every other one, but that wouldn't be the subscription for Bio-on-the-Go, or you could do Bio-on-the-Go and just throw this in maybe once a month or every 6 weeks so that we keep everything super, super, super current. Okay, so it picked up some amoeba reactions, more lymph, spleen, protozoa, small intestine. So this is a pineal pituitary hypothalamus is a homeopathic, and I think I do actually have that homeopathic at home. So I physically show up for it, but I'm not worried about it because I have it in here now. 20 hertz is a frequency that's always good for me. Oh, it picked up a tapeworm. That's exciting. We'll see if it keeps showing up. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to test this item on the plate. So what I'm doing now is I'm holding on to this and I'm seeing if this is something that is good for me. It's in green, that means it's good for me. If it wasn't, that means we need to go back and add another scan. There's something that we missed. So we'll make sure it's in the green. So I'm doing pellets. If I was doing drops, I could do that. And so I'm doing pellets and I need 8 pellets a day. So I'm going to write my name and the date. And it is 8 per day. Do you see the beauty of that? And now I have 8 of these little pellets that I can keep in my purse, take them away from food or drink. So because I just had a drink and it happened to be peppermint tea, so especially peppermint is not good with homeopathics, but I can take this 2 pellets 4 times a day if I really want to space it out, but I could take all 8 pellets once a day. So this is in a 24-hour period of time. Okay, so I'm going to close this. And I'm going to stop my share. I hope you liked that. I love sharing it with you. The Quest is amazing. It's been such a good friend for our clinic and with our other technologies. It's just been a really great asset. So I hope that you take advantage of it and schedule with us. I hope you enjoy Bio on the Go and just enjoy such an affordable way to support yourself totally effortlessly. So anyway, have a great day and we'll see you soon.